How's it going, everybody? This is Chaw Fuster, and this is the Chaw Fuster JY. Now, the Chaw Fuster JY is the Chaw Fuster Journey of Intelligence, and this is a series where I guide you on a journey of intelligence. This journey will be Pokemon White 2, Chawlocke with 3 of my friends. Never been done before on YouTube. So this is the Pokemon White 2, Chawlocke. So, as we started the journey, I picked my boy character because I was my dude, and I did pick I tried naming myself Chaw Fuster, obviously, but all I could fit was Chaw Fuster, and then obviously I picked you as my opponent, so yeah, that was it, pretty much. After meeting you, my mom comes ask me if I want to be a Pokemon trainer. Then after I answer some questions, and she asked me, and then we gotta go up to Bianca. Then we go get our starters, and I just didn't show the starter I picked myself. So here's the clip. So obviously, I chose Oswald because he is the best starter. And yeah, after I pick my starter, dumbass Hugh over here wants to battle me. But first, we gotta name my Pokemon. I named the Wheelchair because it was April 2nd when I recorded that. And if you know what happened April 2nd, 2025 for Nintendo, Wheelchair Basketball came out. So I kind of have a theme with my names. And yeah, dumbass tried to fight me, and we absolutely kicked the shit out of him because Oswald's the best starter. So yeah, go fuck yourself, Hugh. So then, after absolutely demolishing Hugh like Charles Barkley or wheelchair Duncan, Duncan on his ass in that Pokemon battles because I'm just fucking that good. I know Bianca shows us around Pokemon Center, then she takes us to Route 19. Then at Route 19 shows me how to catch Pokemon, even though this is my first Pokemon game and I do know how to catch Pokemon. Then, I actually had to set it to a set battle style. And then, yeah, I go over and get my first encounter. My first encounter, oh, it's a parrot, so yeah. So during this parrot fight, I had a moral decision if I wanted to kill it or fail our first encounter, which Oscar, Sawyer, and Daniel trying to kill me after that. But I got it down to half health, so I'm like, I'll check it out though. And then I used one ball, didn't break out. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna catch it, I'm gonna fail it. That was going through my mind, and then I realized that no, I'm gonna be fine. I just gotta slow down. And on the second ball, I did up catching it, and I named him, yeah. So after catching my basketball and stealthily avoiding other trainers, I run into some old man who jumps off a fucking cliff and then sniffs around me and pisses me on me like a tree. Then I quick run to the Pokemon Center. And then I go meet up again. He talks to me a little bit, and we're talking back and forth. He said, "Yeah, go to this fucking ranch." And then I'm gonna go for this ranch, and then the trainers jump me. After kicking the shit out of this trainer, I quick grab a paralyze you, and then I go up to this new patch grass, and my route 20 encounter was a P-Dub, and now I did name my P-Dub switch to female, obviously, and after one tackle, I did get a little weary that I was gonna kill it, but no, everything was just fine, and I ended up catching it in the ball, so it's okay. After catching my P-Dub, I do head up to Fluusi Ranch, and I do end up catching the Marie, and then I name him Mario Karty, because like Cardi Boy and the new Mario Kart got announced, which I'm very excited to play. And yeah, that all went pretty easy. After naming my Marie Mario Karty, because the new Mario Kart game came out, I tried to go down to the next place because I had no fucking idea where to go. Some fat ass hacker tried to tell me, no, you can't go this way. So then I went over and I went up to the ranch, and then you're like, oh no, I can't find my dog. So I went to find the dog, and it turns out some dude was trying to touch him illegally. I'm like, no, no, no. So then I actually kicked the guy's ass, and then we go back to the dog. And then I said to let me beat his kids, and I was really good at beating his kids, so yeah, he rewarded me for that. After that encounter, really, all I had to do was just grind up my mines to level 13. Or 14, it was 13. So then I could actually use, in fact, the gym. When I got to the gym, I actually had a very not hard time. I thought I could go straight to Charon. It wouldn't let me. But so I had to go back fight all these characters. Then I did almost lose my guy, but my friends actually started yelling at me. So yeah, we actually beat Chair pretty
No, I don't have to. I've already made my point, man.
Okay,
You
guys.
completely
So
failed everything I
that
cared
was
about.
a 5
You were
big
like
booms.
ripping apart my life.
Boom,
I almost
boom,
lost my
boom,
only chance at late game
boom.
because you wanted to
No, you
fucking
were
be
fine.
silly.
You were fine. No,
You
Mario
swapped into
Kart
it.
was fucking
You
fine.
swapped into
Fuck
it.
you.
You were
Fuck
gonna
you fucking
swap
bitch.
your Pokemon
You are
into a fucking
bitch.
triple workup
You are a
Lillipup.
fucking bitch.
You're
Boom,
trying to throw.
boom,
You're trying to throw.
You're almost fucking me over there.
You, I
Yeah, what
literally,
are you gonna do about it? What
I
are you
have
gonna
a
do
pat
about
rat
it?
or
With those kind words of encouragement from my friends and the first gym badge in my hands, we got put it in our book and we just headed on our merry way. And with that first gym badge, we could finally get past that fat ass that was blocking my way. But as you see in the next clip, my friends had a curious theory about the gym members in Elite Four.
literally all of them. I'm
Okay.
looking at them. They're all gay.
Okay, yeah. So Sharon, gay. Roxy, probably gay.
Sharon stands
Bird?
gay. Roxy looks like a lesbian. Burr is an artistic gay.
Elise.
Elise is probably scissors bitches. Clay is a closeted gay. Skyla is the bitch that Elise is scissors. Drayden is probably like he's got the bootstraps. I think he's gay. And Marlon is a half-naked like capoeira guy. The Elite Four, Getsis is not gay, but he's not a leader, so we don't count him. The Elite Four, Chantal might be gay. I don't know. Depends on how nerdy she is for a book nerd.
I say she's more bi than anything.
Yeah, probably bi. Grimsley is gay. Caitlyn probably is too busy sleeping to actually,
She's
and
asexual.
Marshall looks like a guy that would fuck other dudes. He looks like a big dick Randy kind of guy. And Iris is too young. Iris is too young, so. And there you have it.
That's Gen 5 for you, baby.
That's Gen 5 for you. It's all gay except for Chantal, who's probably bi. And Caitlyn, who's asexual, but
So, after that very intelligent theory by my friends, I went over to Burbank City, and my mom called me that I had a little encounter with Roxy. Then I went and hit on my Pokemon, and I went down to the complex, and then I wanted to get my encounter, and my encounter was an Elekid. It took me a little bit to catch him, so I was very excited to catch J-Wild the Elekid, and everything was going swell. Then, shortly after evolving catching my Elekid, my Duat evolved into Duat, and then I thought I was tough shit, so I would go challenge the gym as a bit. So, when I challenged the gym, I did end up beating it, but I did it way too early in front of my friends, so we couldn't take it as an encounter. So, I knew I could do it, so I felt confident, so I started training up my other mons. So, actually, when I started training up my mons, in this next clip, you see that something quite ominous actually happens, and it is actually just a rolling effect, and it was a result of the curse of the 5 big booms. When I gave my gym badge from Charon a boom, 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 boom. It was affected that, and I firmly believe it was just a curse from that. And you'll see in this next clip what I mean by that. So I may have made a mistake, and we made a mistake. We made a mistake. Switch 2 has died, unfortunately. This is actually very bad for me. But this is just very bad. So R.I.P. to Switch 2. So as I'm trying to have a nice funeral for Switch 2, Sawyer is trying to catch that relates to JY, and he's having a little bit of issues, and he almost kills it. So
I'm about to. This is the ball. 1, 2, 3. Captured. I can play the game. Oh, we can play the game. Oh, maybe.
So, Sawyer's maybe. He thought it was going to carry him through the next gym, and, yeah, he's just lucky it didn't die that time, but, it was about like 2 minutes later, we're all grinding up, levels, so maybe in JOI were linked, so, yeah, this next clip explains the whole thing what happened with his Magby.
Oh, then you're just stupid. You thought your Pokemon had way more defense than it did. And so you've taken away one of my only chances, one of my very few Pokemon that can realistically win me any of the future fights.
So then, shortly after killing Sawyer's hopes and dreams of actually being able to complete this run, I went and faced Roxy a second time and beat her with no death, ice lost footage. And then I got the gym badge, and then I headed over to Burbank City, and I was so excited to get 2 new encounters so I could just restart my team. And yeah, I was just excited. So I didn't mention anything about the movie theater thing. It's mostly because I forget about it. It's not really that important. But when I got into Burbank, I actually never played the Black 2 White 2 game, so I had no fucking idea where I was going. So I was looking up everything, and I eventually figured out if you go forward, I'm gonna run into Route 4. And on Route 4, I did end up running into him in Chino. And I thought, okay, yeah, let's bring down Red Health, and yeah, accidentally killed it. So I was a little bit pissed off when that happened. I was sitting there screaming in my room. For some reason, I forgot to record my audio. So yeah, they even pissed me off a little bit more. So like, after filling my Route 4 and kind of wanted to throw my keyboard through my Nintendo DS through my window. I just tried. I had no idea where to go, so I was taking my phone. I was like, "Hey, where do I go? How do I do this?" So then I had to do a little thing with Iris, my chest a little bit squeaky, and yeah, I did this thing with Iris. Then I got to go down in the sewers, but you may notice that, like, hey, I didn't get a sewer encounter. That's because my dumbass friend Sawyer ruined my sewer encounter. So I was praying I'd get a Woobat down in Relic Passage, but first I had to go and fight the Team Plasma grunts, and he and Hugh took care of him pretty handedly, and we took care of him pretty well. When it came to my relic passage encounter, I went in there, had no idea it was a relic passage, came back out and went back in, and then I'm like, okay, now I gotta catch it. And thank God I didn't end up getting a Woobat, so like my run was like I was so excited and I just caught it right away. I was taking no chances. After catching that Woobat, I was feeling cool, I was feeling good. I was running around a little bit. I ended up figuring out where you can get the encounters in the garden in Castelia City. And I was feeling nice with my Woobat. Didn't want to kill it, so I'd be very pervasive. And let's just say I ran into a Rattata. Thought he was cool, kind of got sad. And then I may or may not have actually forgot I had Mystic Water on Do What, and kind of crit him into hell. So yeah, that was not fun. So after felt like 3 hours and thinking about my mistakes, I went and tried to evolve my Woobat, and after countless hours of running, I did end up evolving my Woobat, and I'm so excited to have my Swoobat and all his nice moves he has, and I was so ready for this next gym. So then, after a couple of hours of training, playing Real Steel on my phone, I was eventually ready for the gym, and I started getting ready for the gym. I started finding the trainers and everything. And I was going into this feeling like I had a really good team because I put my Flaffy in the box so he was safe. And little did I know that because it's a Solak, or a Chawlocke as we like to call it here, he wasn't really safe. And actually, Oscar had some really devastating news for us, and it was just horrible news. I was devastated to hear it, so I was just really sad.
I want to give you an
All right.
opportunity to play
All right,
yourself.
yeah, I'll explain it. So I killed whatever the previous Pokemon was in that guy's party, right? And I'm mid rollout. So I have two more rollout uses left.
Sure.
His Timber comes out, it uses Bide. I don't have any choice because rollout is going to happen. It hits it twice, it lives on 2 HP, it one-shots my Azurill. You can get mad at me all you want, but I literally had no control over what the swap in and what move it was going to pick was going to be.
Also, I
Now
like it.
It was a
I
1 in 4 chance that it was going to pick Bide, and
We
it
might,
picked Bide.
guys. I'm gonna be honest. We might wipe here. We've not, just
Daniel doesn't have Goose Mario. I got a fucking Sandile.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna wipe right here. Fuck you.
fuck you. No. I want you to hear you talking. Okay.
So after that devastating news, I just went on to go fight one more trainer or get done with fighting that trainer, and then I went up and fought Berg. Um, at the beginning, before I even got into Castelia, I was very nervous because my team wasn't very well built around bug types, and I really had one answer for Dwebble, and that was really it. But then after that, I fought him pretty well, and defeating Berg was actually really easy. As you can see, sorry, my mouth is wet. And yeah, it was just really easy. And I was so relieved after no deaths. And I haven't caused a death in a while, so I was really happy with that. And I was excited after beating Bird just to get my new encounters, and then I had to focus up for Alicia to find to fight the flying team with no ground types. So it was gonna be really difficult, but I was ready for the challenge, and yeah. So after absolutely kicking shit out of Berg, we did have to go fight Chorus and wrote full order of the passage, and I got to Chorus, and my team was not very well built for that, but against all odds, Ice Latte almost soloed his team. He just got so lucky with 4 flinches in a row, and then tragedy struck. I mean, Ice Latte, we love him, but boy, but I do truly miss him to this day, and his time was short, but was very useful, and he will not be forgotten. No, he will not. Quick moment of silence for Ice Latte and his life that he's given, but it was very tragic, and against all odds, I did end up beating Chorus, so that's good. And then I really had nowhere idea to go, so I just kind of ran around. I see a Pokeball, so I was gonna go get the Pokeball. Then I do my next encounter was Desert Resorts, who I actually ended up finding trying to get that Pokeball, and I beat her. And then I went up to Desert Resort, and I ended up finding Maractus, which I was actually kind of surprised by. But then I did end up catching the Maractus, so I was a little bit happier. But by the time I got to name my Maractus, the drink, I didn't even get time to put it on top of my little pamphlet I had for you guys, the little graphic. And by the time I didn't even get to put it up on there, I was just gonna fight a trainer and just try to get to the next city to see what my next plan of action is after learning Miraculous was the worst encounter. Tragedy struck and I was delivered the worst news ever.
Why? Why? What happened?
I fucking
Which one did you kill?
both.
Both?
Yup.
Dude, what happened? That's the end of the Chawlocke. we literally had like one bad day where we just drew a line through our list. Everything
Yes,
is dead except for Dweeb.
But I couldn't get the dweeb, so that means
Dweeb
it's dead.
persists. Dweeb persists.
So as you can see here, I have brought up the final graph of this 4-person Solak or the Chawlocke, and yeah, I didn't do too hot, but you know, we did not end up finishing it, but as as they say, it's not about the end point; it's about the journey. So I guess it's the reason why the series is called the JY, the Journey of Intelligence. It's not called the Finish of Intelligence; it's the Journey of Intelligence. But yeah, it was quite a fun thing. I hope I can do more things like this in the future, more JOIs. But I guess the thing really to take back about this JOI is just just enjoy the process and just wait for the finish. The finish will come in, but enjoy the process. So keep that in mind next time you watch my next JOI. But thank you all for watching, and I really had no more saying that, but I hope you all have a awesome day. Peace out, bro.